So odds are, if you're coming to Tokyo, Asakusa is one of the districts you're going to visit first. And it's a beautiful part of town, though it's become a little bit of a victim of its own success over the years. Certainly, in the 9 years that I've been coming here, it's probably changed more than any other district in all of Tokyo. There's lots of hotels and generic shops that have been popping up to cater to tourists. So in this video, we're going to try and find some of the more historic and authentic places around town that are hidden around the district. And hopefully, when you come to Asakusa, you can visit these places and see what makes this district so special. Asakusa is one of the few districts in Tokyo where you get a sense of the city's past. At the heart of it all is the picturesque Sensoji Temple, Tokyo's oldest temple dating back to the 7th century, and one which is dedicated to Kannon, the Buddhist goddess of mercy. Wandering through the intoxicating smoke of a dozen incense sticks and the bustling, umbrella-wielding crowds on a rainy day, you can easily see why so many tourists flock to this quarter of town. But when walking the streets, just be careful for any shady, unsavoury characters that you might bump into along the way.
I'm your guide today.
Oh, for God's sake. What do you think though? Asakusa, Sensoji.
Hey, this is like the first place you should come when you come to Japan. Oh, before Sendai, right?
Right.
Normally.
What do you think makes Sensoji so special?
Oh, I don't know. It's the whole like big temple with a huge lantern. The lantern is, I think, very symbolic, I guess.
I think it's one of the biggest temples in Tokyo. It's certainly the most vibrant. Like that street, filming down that street, nightmare. If you come here and you want to take photos, it's probably one of the most photogenic places in Tokyo, but it comes at a price. It's pretty difficult to take photos because it is so busy. But even in the rain, people love coming here. And as annoying as it is to walk down the street in the rain, like seeing all the coloured umbrellas really adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah, it does.
So what are we doing now then?
You must be hungry.
I am hungry.
Yes, you are, right? And so I've got some hidden jam.
Hidden jam. Hidden jam.
Hidden jam.
Jam.
Sorry, jam. Hidden jam.
Before going to taste Ryotaro's hidden jam, the sentence I never want to say into a microphone again, we decide to get a bird's eye view of Asakusa and see what the district looks like from above. Unfortunately, just across the road is the perfect spot. Oh, hidden jam. So just across the road from Sensoji Temple, there's amazing views here from the tourism office, 8 stories up. Not only do you get a sweeping view across Asakusa, but over there you've got a clear shot to the Tokyo Skytree, 634 metres. If you want to get a good sort of observation deck view of Asakusa, this is the place to be. Like you can see straight into the temple, and it really is pretty damn amazing.
And it's free.
And it's free. The best things in life are free. Generally.
Look at Tokyo Skytree in the cloud, and next to that is the Asahi Beer Company, the building. And look at that, it's a golden beer with the actual white foam on the top. How crazy is that? Who actually thought of building a building like that?
Tonight, Ryotaro and I have decided to stay locally, and our traditional inn, the Ryokan Asakusa Shigetsu, is tucked away on a side street neighbouring the Sensoji Temple. It's about as perfect a location as you can get, and even more perfect when I discover Ryotaro and I are sleeping in separate rooms.
Welcome to my room, sir. Come on in.
Thank you.
Come on in. Big room.
A big room for a big...
For being in Tokyo, I guess. This is alright. Not bad.
Is it big enough to handle your ego though?
Never big for that. So can I show you one thing that's definitely worth staying in this room, alright? You can see the 5-story pagoda right in front of you.
What a view. Quintessential Japan view.
Me and 5-story pagoda. How luxury is that?
You've got perfection and terror all in the same shot. Beautiful.
Perfection, more perfection as well.
Not quite. At last, the time has come for Ryotaro's hidden jam. Oh God. And to find it, we're going underground beneath the streets of Asakusa into a series of gritty alleyways and restaurants around the old subway station that look like something straight out of Blade Runner. Blade Runner with jam.
Jesus Christ. What's going on? Fortune telling, hair salon, some dodgy massage place. This is like another dimension. Another like Blade Runner. Like serious Blade Runner.
It's not light-hearted Blade Runner. It's serious Blade Runner. Down here in the depths of serious Blade Runner, You never know who you might run into.
Yeah. Hi, okay. Arigatou gozaimasu.
I thought the girl with blue hair was your friend because she sort of stood here, and then you were like, "Oh, hello," and I thought, "Oh, it's Ryotaro's friend." No, just a stranger. You just wanted to be a part of the video.
It's quite scary. Like
it was a little bit scary. Yeah.
Many things happen in the underground of Asakusa.
Absolutely, but look at this place. It is honestly like going back to the 80s, and places like this are very much disappearing across Tokyo, right?
True.
Like the Olympics has been a sort of a catalyst for the gentrification of the city. A lot of old buildings are going, from the Nagakin Capsule Building, Harajuku Station, Seiga, a lot of places in Akihabara.
Everything is becoming like more fashionable, stylish, and everything. But still, like if you just look around, this kind of place still exists.
Unfortunately, because it's Sunday, nearly all the restaurants are shut down here. It's quite quiet, right? So, we've got to try and find somewhere to eat. Fortunately, it's not long before we find one decent restaurant open, serving up yakisoba fried noodles. We're getting some beef yakisoba, so fried noodles with beef tenderloin. Should be nice. This is like the antithesis of our normal tourism videos, right? Like most Asakusa videos are like really shiny, nice tourist destinations. We've got these like gritty, rough around the edges places with rough around the edges people.
Me, I'm the most stylish, fashionable, shiny.
Gao. Look at that, 500 yen. Look at the portion.
With beef in it, even.
I love yakisoba. It's so simple. You take some noodles, you fry them, bit of soy sauce drizzled over, some wonderful chopped beef, and it's the ultimate sort of filling dish, isn't it?
Oh, good. For the first time, I think, ever, we sat in the proper location. So we don't have to touch each other with the chopsticks.
Oh yeah. It's true, Ryotaro and I always sit the wrong way around. So he's on this side, I'm on that side, then we always bang into
each other. And do not ever sit next to the side who's a left-handed person, because otherwise we're like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
We should have worked this out after like 4 or 5 years of doing this.
But this time,
the first time in 5 years we've sat on the correct side. It's a game changer. Got a whole video to film, and our camera woman's like the slowest eater in the world. Come on, Alex, you can do it. It's like an eating contest for Alex, like the Monster Ramen Gyoza Challenge. It's just like some noodles.
I finished it like 60 minutes ago.
Not true.
3 million years later, after Alex has finally finished her noodles, we go looking for dessert. And back above ground, it's not long before Ryotaro finds a place serving up ice cream that looks like it's been covered in jam. At last. What is that? Seriously, what the hell is that? It's massive.
It's a shaved ice cream with a strawberry, like serious strawberry sauce on the top.
Serious strawberry sauce. See, I've got this nice elegant dessert, red bean paste, mochi, ice cream.
Elegant.
And then Ryotaro's just got a pile of shaved ice drenched in strawberries.
The serious strawberry is like
elegant,
100%
atrocious. It looks good though. It looks delicious.
It is good. It is good. What's that?
I got soda.
This is
traditional Japanese Hawaiian soda.
Cream soda. And this is something that like my kid, like who's 6 years old, would order.
Your 6-year-old kid would order this?
Yeah.
Well, I am releasing the child in me today. It's really good.
Whoa.
Crikey, that's sweet.
Wow, it's so good. This is like more strawberry than a strawberry. That's what it is.
Why is he here? More strawberry than strawberry.
Because I give better review than yours. Because I've seen your food reviews. Oh, just come on, you just do it.
The rich taste of the dairy milk in the ice cream.
I couldn't even say that.
With the sweet, decadent, rich flavour of the red bean and the alluring, somewhat sticky drink. All the ice cream is just melted down the side of it.
You see, I think eating shaved ice like tells you your personality. How you eat it. From the top, from the side, from the bottom. Like I come from the side.
Why do you
Yeah.
Why do you approach the ice cream from the side?
I don't know, it's just psychology, isn't it? Just to show that I'm a really good person. Kind, generous.
How does he make this shit up? Muppet, seriously. This is like the number one Japan travel show. This is the sort of terrible, awful presenting. It's dreadful, isn't it? With Ryotaro having ruined dessert forever, we head back on over to the Sensoji Temple, which at night looks absolutely stunning. This is when the streets of Asakusa are at their best. As we saw earlier today, the area around the Sensoji Temple gets incredibly busy during the daytime, but at night, not only is it more beautiful in my opinion because it's all illuminated, but it's completely accessible. Unlike a lot of parks and places around Tokyo, it's all open. So pro tip, come at night and you can really kind of appreciate the temple and get a slice of it for yourself. It's a beautiful place and a beautiful view. About to be ruined by Ryotaro. How you doing?
What about ruined?
I was enjoying the moment.
But is this your first time as well to come here in the evening?
Ever?
No, ever, yeah.
In 500 years?
And I did not know that these places were all lit up and it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I used to come to Asakusa quite a lot when I first moved to Japan because when you come to Tokyo, it's like the cheapest place to stay, right? So I used to come here quite a lot. So I know the area quite well, but I haven't been here in a long time. So it's quite nostalgic for me to be here.
But it's raining like hell.
It is raining like hell, yeah.
I think it's time for onsen.
Onsen?
Yep.
Yes.
We need that.
Yes, it is. Let's go.
But I'm going before.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this all day. The public bath. Wow. Oh, this is nice. This is really... Oh dear.
Welcome to Japan. What is your purpose of your visit? Business or pleasure?
Disappointment. There was no way I was going to sit in this tiny private bath with Ryotaro, so I've waited for him to get out and now I've got it all to myself. It's really nice. It's made of hinoki wood, so it's got this kind of, I suppose, this fragrance of lemons it's supposed to smell like, but it's really strong timber, and they use it on temples and things, but also baths because it doesn't rot easily, so it's really good. I think this is one of my first times in Tokyo where I've had a proper Japanese bath kind of experience because they're quite rare and difficult to find. This is actually a private bath, so if you come and stay at this ryokan, you can kind of rent it out for like an hour or two. I think it's free of charge, but that's why it's kind of small. But it's got the most amazing view out the window over Asakusa, and you can actually see the Tokyo Skytree towering overhead. Because it's a cloudy night, it's got the string of lights in the sky. It looks like a UFO or something. It's really kind of amazing. But the sad truth is, because of the absence of tourists, Asakusa is quite quiet at the moment. A lot of these hotels, restaurants, bars have been almost empty, you know, this past year. So I'm hoping when tourists get back, they're all going to spring back to life. Because tonight, Ryotaro and I pretty much have this entire ryokan to ourselves, and while that's pretty cool, it's also kind of sad. You know, there's people's livelihoods here that are really at stake, and they really depend on tourists in this area. So Asakusa, come here, enjoy it, enjoy the bath. I don't know what that is, but it's really scaring me. It looks like something out of Super Mario, like one of those block things. Is it out of Super Mario? Ryotaro's nodding. Yes, he's behind the camera. And yes, that's ruined the mood. Waking up feeling refreshed after a relaxing bath the night before, we head on down for a traditional Japanese breakfast. The quintessential Japanese breakfast. And the quintessential I haven't woken up face. What have we got here, Ryotaro?
No,
this is nice. What's this?
it's spinach with sesame like sauce on top. Quite nice, huh?
By a fish that looks like it's just been fished out of a river.
Port. Yeah, or the river. Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Don't know.
He's our Japanese expert, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a fish.
It's a fish.
It's a fish that
Fantastic.
we eat. Yeah.
We've got sweet potato.
Steamed. And some scrambled eggs.
I mean, a Japanese breakfast isn't everyone's cup of tea in the morning. I would be lying if I said I enjoyed having this sort of breakfast every morning, but once in a while, it's kind of nice. Reminds me I'm in Japan. So does your breakfast in the morning look something like this? Is it sort of traditional breakfast with fish and rice, or are we just talking Frosties? Are we just talking cornflakes?
Neither. Just a toast.
Toast, right.
Toast is like toast with like cheese on top sometimes, like, you know, when I have money.
I know traditions are changing and people are eating a lot more bread in Japan than they used to.
This kind of breakfast, I mean, this is kind of really gorgeous, but like just simpler version of this, used to be served at home as well when I was living with my grandpa and grandma.
But we'll finish up our breakfast and then we'll go and check out the temple and see what it's like in the morning.
Let's do that.
Just to show you how close you were to the Sensoji Temple last night, check this out. To be honest, I didn't even know you were allowed to stay this centrally. But the amazing accommodation tops off our 48 hours in Asakusa. We've explored Tokyo's most famous shrine, both in the day and the night, been to a cyberpunk underground street, eaten a truly dangerous amount of ice cream that's allegedly more strawberry than strawberry, and of course we've stayed at a beautiful traditional inn. Ryotaro and I found this ryokan and researched our trip through Live Japan, the sponsor for today's video and our trip to Tokyo. They're a fantastic travel website where you can find hotels, restaurants and things to do across the country. To check out Live Japan and see where we stayed, as always you can find all the details in the description box below. So guys, that is the end of our tour of Asakusa, our retro tour.
Very retro.
As we've discovered, the best time to come is at night or in the early morning when the shops are just opening, because right now it's pretty quiet, right? But for now guys, as always, many thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here on the Abroad in Japan channel. Do it all over again next time. As for me, I'm going to try some of that shaved ice you had yesterday.
Yes.
The mountain of shaved ice.
Gigantic. And it took me like more than half an hour to finish it.
I'm up for the challenge. Let's do it.
Yeah. Modern and traditional. This is Japan.
Is it the real Japan?
It's the real Japan.
It's the real Japan?
It's a real Japan.
Real Japan.
What, is a temple in front? This... the modern apartment in front. And towards that, there's a temple. This is real Japan.
The real Japan.
Yeah.